Hi, Marissa. All right, final game of the weekend. Miracle Gold Tournament up in Blaine, Minnesota. Mavericks will take on the Chiefs. I'm sure they got more than one player coming, but there they come. Both earning the second place spot in their bracket, so they will battle it out for third place, finishing the round robin 2-1. Trying to talk about some of the players that are out here on this team, because this isn't just a single high school team. It's a bunch of teams from all over the place. Kansas City, Des Moines, Sioux Falls, places at Ames, Iowa. So let's see, who do we got? Mikey McDaniels. We haven't talked about him. He'll be playing his fall winter hockey with Indiana over in Indianapolis. AAA team out there. Chase Neal right there in the middle. He's from Kansas City, plays with the Kansas City Knights. Talked about the Jets and Ames yesterday. Owen Eshe plays in Des Moines. He's one of our goalies also. Looks like Bernard's warming up for this third place game. There's Owen over there, being ready too. He played Friday, looked great. A little bit of the Chiefs. Obviously don't know anything about them, but Olison will be in net for him, or for the Chiefs. He's a big old boy. He's going to take up some nets, so we're going to have to be precise with some of our shots for sure. Minute 40 remaining in warm-ups. For all of you that keep looking for the games afterwards, I think I found the problem. Apparently, after I end it, I have to go in and change it from private to public. I was able to accomplish that last night. Get the games from Saturday out there so you could see them. We'll see if I can remember how to do it after this game's over. I'll try to get this one posted. If not, bear with me as we drive back to Kansas City, and I'll figure it out once we get home. Oh, spam. All right, final 10 seconds. We're ready to get the third place game underway. Hopefully a little less exciting than the one we had yesterday afternoon. If you happen to watch that one, holy cow. Another player out there we haven't talked about, Aiden Lee, played last year with Fremont in Nebraska. Will take his talents to a AAA team in Milwaukee this winter. Go Aiden. And Esche's going to go to net. Owen Esche will start off in net. Let's see. Corin, Neal, and Crawford comes to Corin. He'll take a shot. Blocker saved by Olesen. Quick shot right off the bat for the Mavs. Here come the Chiefs up the other way. They'll bring it up the right-hand side. Campbell will chase after it. Van Voorst is in there also on defense. Chiefs come away with the backside of the net. Crawford down there for support. That'll be Van Voorst. Has it poked away from him. Chiefs come away down in the corner. Now it'll come up to Neal. Neal to the right. He'll get it out to Corin. Corin will bring it up the right. Loses the puck, regains up, almost good gain control. Now they're going to call offsides. Just trickled over the blue line as Norman brought it back in. Norman has stepped in over the wall. Now the Mavs will get another line change. Cassidy and McDaniels will come in on the defense. Norman, Lee, and Crooks over there on the... Whoa! Bounces one off the top of the roof. They play on. Cassidy comes in, takes a shot. Olesen with the save. Crook comes away with it. Backside of the net. Chops it right over the top of the net, right over Olesen's head. And Olesen, another save. They'll jump on top of it. They'll blow a dead face off in the Chiefs zone. Just underway. 13:52 remain the first. We got no score. Norman wins it down towards the corner. Chiefs come away with it, and they'll bring it up the right-hand side. Center pass out in the middle. They'll come in. Shot goes wide to Esche. Down into the corner. Up front now, Esche will jump on top of that one. They'll blow a dead face off in the Mav zone. Face-off comes to Lee. He'll lose his twig. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Chiefs will come D to D, bring it over near side. Now chip it off the wall, enter the zone up the right-hand side. McDaniels separates that one. Loose puck grabbed by the Chiefs right up to the middle. Quick shot blocked up front by Cassidy. That'll deflect and come to Lee. Lee gets it right back to Cassidy. Pulls on the brakes. Tries to get it to Lee. Save Olesen. Oh. Nice passing by Cassidy to Lee. Couldn't get that past Olesen. Like I said, he takes up a lot of that net. Center now they'll deflect out into the neutral zone. Chiefs will race back and get this one. Crook's going to chase after him. Comes around the backside of the net. Loose puck grabbed by the Chiefs. Puts on the brakes. Nice job by Nicholson. Crooks tried to center to Nicholson. Oh, stolen by the Chiefs right through the middle. Pass was a little behind him. Poked away by Van Meer over to Baumgart. Baumgart will get it out in the neutral zone. Olsen goes down. Here comes Baumgart right through the middle. Olsen with another save. Baumgart just out in front of Polson. Polson with a nice back check. Van Meer tries to slap at it, get it back in the zone. Loose puck and neutral ice. Chiefs will grab this one. Backhand it right off Van Meer. Now dumped right to Van Meer again. He'll chip it off the boards, can't get it cleared. Right up front. Chiefs backhand right up front. Shoots and scores right around Esche. Esche was ready for the shot. The Chiefs player gave it one extra second. Got around to the far side and popped it right over his leg. 1-0 Chiefs. Boric Crawford and McAfee over here on this line.
Scoring for the Chiefs, number 24, with the assist to number 14 and number 18. Time goal was 3:04.
Van Horst over there pokes it ahead to Crawford. Crawford will tap it just out in front of the arm reach of Campbell. Chiefs will get the steal at the red line, brings it back into the Mav zone. McAfee will send it back out to neutralize. Nice job by Borat. He'll come away with the steal. Takes a shot off the post. Backhander stolen by McAfee. Now popped out into the neutralize. This will be Campbell. Back behind everybody, stolen by the Chiefs up the right-hand side. Loose puck, Board will send it up ahead to Crawford. Crawford will bring it in on his own. 3-on-1, loses the puck. Here comes Campbell, blocker saved by Olsen. He'll retreat back into neutralize. Campbell now wing it back this way up. Stolen by the Chiefs, they'll bring it in right-hand side. Nice back check by Corin, now poked away by Esche over to Neal. Neal will try to backhand it to Corin, stolen by the Chiefs. Saved by Olsen, goes off into the corner to Campbell. Up the boards, can't get it cleared. Now whiffs on it, Neal whiffs on it. Poke back down low, now they'll center it. Saved by Esche. Over to Campbell. Corin's calling for it off his skate. Gets back check, loses the puck down into the Chiefs zone. Uh-oh, look out. Up the right-hand side, Cassidy races over, sends him wide right around the back of the net, centers up front, and there's another shot, shoots and scores. 9:59 remaining in the first. It's now 2-0 Chiefs. Daniels and Cassidy. Face-off comes to McDaniels, over to Cassidy. He'll lose it. Chiefs will send it down into the Mav zone. Nicholson, Lee, and Crooks in there on the forward line. Tied up down low. Now Nicholson will come away with it. Chips it off the boards, trying to get it to Crooks. Nicholson pokes it ahead. Now stolen by Crook. Crook will take a shot just over the arm of Olsen.
Scoring for the Chiefs, number 32, with the assist to number 17.
Nicholson gets it to McDaniel. McDaniel up to Crook. Centers it, comes right back to Lee. Can't get the clean shot off. Stolen by the Chiefs, and then back they come the other way. Through the neutral zone, down into the Mav zone. Takes a shot. Esche with the save. McDaniels to Cassidy from behind the net. Back to McDaniels. He takes a check. Here's Lee up the left-hand side. Crooks will slow up. Stays on side. Lee has a shot deflected. Goes up into the netting over Olsen. They'll face it off in the Chiefs zone. 8:45 remaining the first. Austin and Van Meer come in on the defense. Polson, Crawford, and Baumgart on the forward line. Battle down low with Polson. Here comes Baumgart. Gets the puck, loses it up front. Stolen by the Chiefs as Crawford lost his twig. Right up through the middle, over to the far left. Takes a shot, saved by Esche. To Austin. Austin will send it to Crawford. Sends one hard off Polson. Chiefs maintain control in the Mav zone. Van Meer will backhand it over to Austin. Austin up ahead, just out in front of the arm reach of Baumgart. Goes straight to Olsen. He'll have to touch this one up. Baumgart will chase after him around the back of the net. Up the right-hand side. Cross ice over to nobody. Chiefs will get there first. They'll backhand it down into the Mav zone. Stolen by the Chiefs off Van Voorst's stick. Locked up front by Norman. Now Van Voorst will backhand it over to Austin behind the net. Up the near side towards Paulson. Body check by the Chiefs. He'll backhand it high up into the air. Ref's in the way of Norman. Comes to McAfee. He puts on the brakes. Chiefs player slams into the glass like a bird into a window. Up high. This will be Van Voorst. Sends it back down to Bort. Centers up front. Poked away by the Chiefs. Norman couldn't get to it. Here come the Chiefs the other direction. Now the backhander. That should be icing. Oh, they're going to let him play on. This is Campbell. He'll sling it back the other way. Nobody here for the Mavs. That will be icing. Face-off will come back to the Mav zone. 6:40 remaining the first. 2-0 Chiefs. Neal, Corn, and Nicholson on the forward line. Tries to get it over to Neal, round everybody. The Chiefs will hold it in down low. That'll come back to Campbell. Popped up in the air, grabbed by Nicholson. He'll send it up the boards just out in front of Neal. Neal loses his twig on that quick pass. Back down low, grabbed by Van Voorst. Up the left-hand side, chips it off the boards, trying to get it to Neal. Stolen by the Chiefs, back into the Mav zone. Campbell will race over and grab this one. Up the boards, held in by the Chiefs up against the wall. Centered up front, past the Chiefs. Now it's to Corn. Corn quickly out to Van Voorst. Kick back into the neutral ice, and the Chiefs will try to come the other way around Campbell. Saved by Esche. Loose puck up front. Backhander out into neutral ice by Van Voorst. Chiefs will get this one. They'll go D to D far side. Cross ice back near side. Campbell off the boards, back over to the far side. Neal's over there. Chiefs will get to it. Now they'll center it up front. Grabbed by Corrin. He'll put on the brakes, trying to get a little time and space. Backhanded out to neutral ice. That'll come to Nicholson. Right out to Campbell. Shot deflected by the Chiefs. Goes right to Crooks. He'll take a shot right into Olison's glove, but he can't control it. And now a delayed offsides as McDaniel sends it in, bounces off of Lee. Down into the corner. Lee gets tied up. Now it's Crawford. They'll try to center it up front, broken up by the Chiefs, and they'll come back the other way. Poked away by Cassidy, goes down low. Cassidy will chase after it. Comes away with it, brings it over near side, trying to get it to Lee, just out in front of his stick. Down into the Chiefs zone, grabbed by the Chiefs. Pressured by Crooks. Now loose puck, grabbed by Lee. Can't get the backhand over to Crawford. Now grabbed by Cassidy, chipped out into the neutral zone. Crooks will chase after it. Chiefs will have to get onside. Now they'll bring it over near side, bring it up the right. Takes a shot. Esche with a glove save. They'll blow it dead. Face off in the Mav zone. 4:10 remaining the first. 2-0 Chiefs. Face-off comes to Cassidy. He'll send it over towards Borid. Or Baumgard. Baumgard gets it to... Oh, now we're going to get a penalty on the Chiefs, and the Mavs will get the first power play. Roughing call. Face-off will come down to the Chiefs zone. Mavs will change it up. Nicholson, Polson, Crawford, Van Voorst, and McDaniels. Face off tied up. Now it'll peel back over to Van Voorst, over to Crawford. Sends it back across. It goes out into the neutral zone, so Mavs will have to get onside. Van Voorst will bring it in. Loses it back out to the neutral zone. Polson will send it in. Van Voorst will race after it. Popped up in the air. Polson will keep battling for it. Far wall. Now it'll trickle up to McDaniels at the blue line. He'll send one. Olesen with the save. Polson to McDaniels. That shot is deflected by the Chiefs down in the corner. Grabbed by Crawford. Sends one. Olesen rebound. Oh, just over the top of the net by Polson. Olesen had the save, came right to Polson, and his shot went just over the top of the crossbar. Nice forecheck by the Chiefs. McDaniels comes away with it, sends it off the board. Brought into the Chiefs zone, right up front to Nicholson. Deflected, comes to Crawford. Crawford tries to send it back up front, popped up to McDaniels. And stolen by the Chiefs out into the neutral zone. Eshy with it. Save. Now here come the Mavs the other way. This will be Nicholson up the right. Crawford comes to the left. Into the centers. Polson, he'll take a shot. Shoots and scores! Minnesota Mavericks goal. Number 18. Aiden Polson. And with 2:19 remaining in the first, Mavs cut the lead in half. It is now 2-1 on that power play goal. Forgot who got it to Polson, so we'll hear what the announcers have to say on the assist. Chiefs with the face-off win. They'll send it up down into the Mav zone.
Scoring for the Mavericks, number 18. Unassisted at 12:41.
Well, the refs didn't remember who it was either because they gave it unassisted, but I know somebody passed him that puck. Cleared up high over to the D. They'll send one up front. Eshy with the save. Rebound goes wide right. Now to Norman trying to get it to Borrett. Borrett will sauce it up into the neutral zone. McAfee will chase after it. Nice move there by the Chiefs. Now they'll bring it in up the left-hand side. Under the feet of Van Meer, but he pokes it away. Now it goes up right into Cassidy. Out of play. Face-off will be in the Mav zone. Let's see who's in here. Neal, Corin, Crawford. That comes face-off right to Neal. Neal will bring it up the right-hand side. Squeezed up against the wall, loses that puck. Round the boards it comes to the Chiefs. Over to the near side. Up the right. Out into the neutral zone. Uh-oh. McAfee had the puck, goes down, loses it. Glove save, Eshy. Wrap around, goes out in front of everybody. Comes over to the near side. This will be McDaniels. Has his pass deflected. He's tried to get it to Corin. Corin will try to center it. Crawford is right there. McDaniels can't hold it in now, dumps it back in, delayed offsides. Chiefs will grab this one back behind Olesen. Squeezed by Neal, breaks that one up, sends it off the boards, back out into the neutral ice. Down into the Chiefs zone. This will be grabbed by the Chiefs. Corn will chase him around the back of Olesen. And here come the Chiefs up the right-hand side. Backhands it into their right winger. Crook will get this steal. Now he'll race behind Eshy with a head of steam up the left-hand side. Around one defenseman. Now has it poked away right at the blue line. Gets the back check. Body collisions. Crook comes away with it. Chips it off the glass. He takes a body check. Chiefs will go D to D. Now back the other way. They'll bring it up through the neutral zone. Up the right-hand side. Takes a shot way wide of the net. Goes off to the far side of the ice. Crook will grab this one. And that's the end of the period. And after one, it's the Chiefs 2, the Mavericks 1.
yesterday, so he was just kind of starting to watch it. He's watching this game now. But I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. Right, and then I'm like, old man acting like children.
Chiefs are done with their little intermission talk. Olson will head over to our right. And Owen taking the last drink of water here. He'll head off to the left. Maz will be moving left to right towards Olson. Mavs got a few too many players out here. Now they'll switch it up. Looks like Lee's in there, Nicholson and Crook. Campbell and Van Voorst will be on the defense. That'll come to Lee. Lee will send it over to Van Voorst. Van Voorst will go D to D over to Campbell. Being pressured, stolen by the Chiefs. They'll skate in, saved by Esche. Clearing pass comes out to Crooks in the middle. He'll retreat back, now drop it for Campbell up the right-hand side. Quick cross-eyes pass, nobody there. Campbell took a hit after he got rid of that one. Now it'll come to Nicholson. And we're going to get an offside. Lee couldn't get back on side yet before they entered the attack zone. Face-off will come out to neutralize. This will be Nicholson at center facing this one off. Wins it to Lee. Lee will touch it over to Campbell. Campbell will send one right to Olson. He'll just drop this one down. Back behind the net, it'll come. Nicholson will chase after him. Now they'll bring it up the left-hand side. Round Crook. Crook will get the steal right at the blue line. Chiefs get it back in the neutral ice. Now they'll go D to D far side. Tries to center it off of the skate of Van Voorst. Now Van Voorst will come away with it. Sends it up ahead to Crook up the right-hand side. Popped up in the air right at the blue line. Now Nicholson will dump it down into the corner. Chiefs will grab this one as we get some line changing in. Crook will put a forecheck on. Waiting on, here comes Paulson, Norman. Defensively would be Van Meer, and Van Voorst will stay out there. Battle behind the net. Chiefs will send it over near side into the corner. Now up the boards, looking for that cross-ice pass. Grabbed in the center of the ice. Around Baumgart. Now they'll take a shot wide of the net of Esche. Comes over near side. Poked away by Baumgart momentarily. Chiefs grab a hold of it. Will retreat back into their own zone. Baumgart continues to pressure with the forechecking. Now it's loose in the corner. This will be Polson. Nice job by Baumgart staying on top of it. Oop, body check. They both went down. Chiefs come away with it. Baumgart with another back check. This will come to Austin. Whoop, Austin's cross-ice pass out in front of Van Meer. He'll send it up the boards into the neutral zone. Chiefs will grab this one back into the Mavs zone. And it was offsides. They were yelling off. Nobody was coming out of the zone, so the refs will blow it dead, and we'll face it off in the Chiefs zone. Little help from the fans up here yelling at that one. Yeah, there you go. Way to help those guys out. Crawford and McAfee. Bore it in there on the forward line. Van Meer and Austin on the defense. This will be Van Meer. Gets it ahead. Up to Crawford. Quick cross-ice pass to Borrett. Borrett tries to go around, has it poked away, grabs the control of it down in the corner. Sends it up high to Austin. Austin will sling one, goes wide right of the net, comes over near side to Van Meer. He'll send it back down low. Borrett will go battle for this one. Weston Borrett, one of those Ames boys. Send that out to Austin in the Mav zone. He'll send it back out to neutral. McAfee will forecheck. Trying to get a hold of that puck. Chiefs come away with it. Brings it over near side right to Van Meer. Now backhanded out into the Mav zone. Esche will push it off to the side to Austin. Austin to Borit. Chiefs gain control in the neutral zone. Bring it into the Mav zone. Wide right around Austin. Sends him down low. Tied up behind the net. Chiefs come away with it. Poked away by Austin once again. Up towards McAfee. Now slapped down by Crawford. He'll get a quick outlet pass to Borit. Borit will bring it in the right. He'll take a shot. Olesen with a save. Now they'll cycle it back down low. Mavs are in a line change. In comes Neal. He'll put a forecheck on. Down into the Mav zone. They'll drop pass through the middle. Neal with a back check. Separates the player from the puck. Now it's a battle for the puck. Who come away with it? That'll be Austin over near side to Crawford. Crawford will sling it down and we're going to get an icing. Face off in the Mav zone. 10:54 remain this second. 2-1 Chiefs. Crawford, McDaniels come in. Neal will stay in there along with Corin and Nicholson. Face-off comes to Cassidy. Now to Nicholson. Over to Neal. Corin and Nicholson both went after it. Chiefs come away with it. They'll take a shot. Esche with a save. Over to Cassidy. Chipped off the boards. Trying to get it to Neal. Now the Chiefs will whiff on that pass. That was Nicholson trying to clear it. Over towards Corin. Chiefs come away with it. Centered up front. Grabbed by Cassidy. Cassidy will chip it off the boards trying to get it to Neal. Neal will bring it in up the right. Takes an elbow to the side of the head. No call there. And they're going to call both of them. They're going to go hang out in the penalty box. We'll skate 5-on-5. They'll be eligible to come out at 8:15 or the first whistle thereafter. Crook, Norman, and Lee in there. Face-off comes Crook. Quick shot saved by Olesen. Crook holds it in. Nice job. Now it pops out in the neutral zone right at the feet of Lee. Lee will backhand it back into the Chiefs zone. They'll look to sauce one high up into the air. Nice back check by Crook once again. Now it's stolen by Norman. He'll backhand it back out to neutral ice. Grabbed by the Chiefs. And they'll dump it down. That's slapped away there by McDaniels. Loose pucks. Chiefs come away with it. Uh-oh. Oh, and they blew it dead before the goal. So no goal, and they'll send two more to the box to go hang out together.
Guys like patiently going across the crease.
Chirping at each other.
So the two shorties from the Mavs are hanging out in the penalty box, causing all the grief again.
They picked up an extra one.
And we'll face it off in the Mavs zone. 5-on-5 skate again. Actually, they'll bring it out to neutral ice. Now they're going to bring it down into the Chiefs zone. So let's see, who do we got out there? We got Crook, Polson.
One of their guys they sent an extra guy into the box. So they took an extra penalty.
Okay, so the Chiefs got a 2 and 10.
So we got a major up on the boards. Yeah, good.
So Crook, Polson, and I think that's Nicholson over there on the left-hand side. Crawford and I believe Campbell's on the defense. Face-off will come up high to Campbell. At least that's who I'm going with now. Could be Van Voorst. Over to Crook. Crawford holds it in, sends it down low, back behind the net. And it actually is a power play for the Mavs, since that was a double penalty. Crawford will come away. It is Van Voorst out there on the ice. Crawford will bring it over near side. This will come to Crook. He'll put on the brakes. Now he'll send it across ice over to Polson. Back towards Nicholson. Nicholson, the corner, leaves it for Crook. Crook will send it up high to Crawford. Oh, right off the stick of Polson. Nicholson will grab it back behind the net. He'll cross ice over to Polson. He'll tap it over to Crook. Crook will cross ice towards Van Voorst. And the Chiefs will get the steal and come up the other way, 3-on-2. Up the right-hand side. Peels back towards the middle. Now a weed back out into the neutral ice. And they'll clear it down into the Mav zone. This will be Crawford grabbing this one. Pressured by the Chiefs. Now peel back towards the corner, cross ice. Going towards Van Voorst. Van Voorst will bring it in. Tries to get it to the middle. Crooks with a shot. Oh, just over the shoulder and off the top of the bar. Brings it back over near side towards Crook. Crook will sling one. Blocked by the Chiefs. 30 seconds left on this power play. Up to Crawford. Crawford will send one. Blocked by the Chiefs up front. Goes down to the corner to Polson. He'll get it up to Van Voorst. Back into the corner to Nicholson. To Polson. Polson will skate in. He's got a little room. Brings it up high to Crawford. Crook, shot! Olsen with a save right in the gut. Seven seconds left on the power play. Borup, McAfee, Baumgart in there. Cassidy and Austin on the defense. Face-off won by the Chiefs. They'll sling it down into the Mav zone. That'll end the power play. Touched up by Esche. Grabbed by Austin. It's got McAfee in the middle. Right to McAfee. And has it poked away off in the corner. He'll have to go chase. Gets it to Baumgart. Baumgart trying to get it to Borup. Grabbed by the Chiefs. Quick outlet. Up the middle. Cassidy will poke at it. Somebody lost a glove. Esche with the save. He'll jump on top of it. And as one of the Chiefs players, they'll grab that mitt. And midway through the second, we're going to change it up. Esche's looked nice. And here comes Bernard. Good job, Owen! Face off in the Mav zone as we'll switch up goalies midway through this third place game. Face off goes far side towards McDaniel. Fresh out of the penalty box. Gets it up ahead to McAfee. Takes a shot. Bounces off one of the Chiefs players down the corner. McAfee comes away. Tries to center it up front. Oh! Borup was there but just couldn't get a handle on it. Still out in front of him. Now we got a breakout. One-on-one. Bernard with the glove save! Face off in the Mav zone. Cassidy McDaniel's out there. We're going to change up the forwards. Norman, Neal, and Corin. And I'm not sure what's going on over here. I think the coaches think their players should be out of the sin bin by now. But I think they gave him a 2 and 10, so the 2 was covered. He's sitting in there till 10, so that should be about the remainder of the second period. We'll see if I'm right. Norman wins it ahead, grabbed by the Chiefs, deflected up front, goes into the netting. We'll do this thing again. Norman wins it ahead. McDaniels can't get to it. Chiefs will hold it in at the blue line. Backhands it down low. This will be Cassidy behind the net. Around the boards. Chiefs will keep it down low. McDaniel grab it, slips it around the boards towards Norman, or to Corin. Touch pass to Norman, out into the neutral zone. Now the Chiefs will have to get onside. They do. Chip it back into the Mav zone. This is McDaniel. Up to Norman, backhands it, trying to get it to Neal right behind him. Chiefs will send it back the other way. Now kick back out in the neutral zone by Corin. Chiefs will grab this one. Pressured by Neal. Entry pass up the left-hand side to Reynolds. Now blocked away by McDaniel. Held in by the Chiefs down low. McDaniel will work over big old 92 over there. Comes up to about his shoulders, but did a good job. Corin will try to clear it. Dies as it hits the board. Chiefs will hold it in far side. Now they'll send it around the net. This will be Cassidy chasing after this one. He's going to send it up the boards. Neal will try to get it out in the neutral zone. Does, but Chiefs grab a hold of it. Now they'll go D to D. Corin almost got the steal on that forecheck. Norman can't get it cleared. Shot blocked by McDaniel. Grabbed by Corin. Tries to get it ahead to Norman. Just past Norman. Neal with a forecheck. Loose puck. Chiefs will come away with it in the Mav zone. Now Cassidy will steal it. Back out to neutral ice. Corin will hit the bench. Lee will come in. Chiefs will come in around. Saved by Bernard. Chiefs with another steal. Another save by Bernard. Another save by Bernard. Now he'll jump on top of it. They'll blow it dead. Face off in the Mav zone. Okay, now the Chiefs player's out, so. Chiefs with the face-off win, tries to center it up front, out past number 9 there. Now net comes off, they'll blow it dead. As Lee was over to the far side, going to be battling for the puck. Nicholson will get it ahead to Lee. Lee will bounce it up into the neutral zone. Crook will chase after it. Now backhanded high up in the air. Chiefs will bring it in. Up the right-hand side. Saved by Bernard. Slapped down by Nicholson. Off the glass. Takes an odd bounce out into the middle of the ice. Lee will battle for it. Van Voorst will send it to neutral zone. Now delayed offsides. Campbell will get it to Crook. Crook will slowly come around the backside of Bernard. Now backhands it over far side towards Campbell. Uh-oh. Saved by Bernard. Rebound. Saved by Bernard again. And Mavs will change it up. Van Meer and Austin in. Crawford, Polson, and Baumgard come in on the forward line. One over to Austin. Austin off the boards, trying to get it to Polson. Polson gets body checked, loses the puck. Chiefs come away with it. Back behind the net, tries to center it up front. Comes up high to their D. Sent down into the corner. Van Meer right there in the corner, along with Crawford. Back behind the net. There's Austin. Sends it down low. Back up to the middle. Kicked away by Bernard. Around the boards it goes. Austin over there far side. He'll try to clear it up to Polson. Held in by the Chiefs. Sent back down wide of the net. Now deflected. This will be Baumgard. Loses the puck. Now to be grabbed by Van Meer. Loses the puck at the red line. Chiefs will try to send it back. Baumgard will slap it off the boards. Polson's right there. Chiefs grab it at the red line. Now they'll bring it back into the Mav zone, far right-hand side. Takes a shot, bounces one hard off Van Meer. Now grabbed by the Chiefs in their own zone. They'll look for the cross-ice pass at the far right. Austin's right there. Can't get it cleared. Chiefs will hold it up against the wall. Centered up front. Van Meer slows that one up. Bernard with the save. Just out in front of Baumgard. Can't get it out of the zone. Chiefs will hold it in. Looking to center that thing. Blocked away by Austin. It's hanging out too long in the Mav zone here. We got to get this thing cleared out of here. Boy, that kid's shifty. Holy cow. Quick shot, glove saved by Bernard. And it's time for some fresh legs. Cassidy McDaniel will come in on the defense. McAfee, Borat, and Norman on the forward line. Chiefs come away with it. They'll backhand it. Now stolen by Norman. He'll get it to McAfee. Trying to get it to Borat. Nobody can get a hold of it. Now Chiefs will grab it in their own zone. They'll come D to D. Now look for that pass up front. That should be an icing. They're going to say no icing. Now Cassidy will battle for it down low. And we're going to get a penalty on that. Here comes McAfee. He'll take a shot. Rebound. Save Olsen. Still loose. Olsen with another save. And now the Chiefs will touch it up. We're going to get a trip. And the Mavs will go on the power play with 1:56 remaining in the second, trailing 2-1. It says power play. Let's see here. We got Paulson in there, Nicholson, McDaniels, Van Voorst, and I believe that's Crawford. Face-off comes high to McDaniels. McDaniels shot wide left. Far side, Crawford will hold this one in. Sends it down low to Nicholson. Nicholson back up high to Crawford. Over to McDaniels. Down towards Van Voorst. He'll send it around the boards over towards Crawford. He's going to be pressured. Holds it in. Now sends it down in the corner to Nicholson. Nicholson looking. Sends it up high to Crawford. Over to McDaniels. Slings it over to Van Voorst. Tries to center it up front. That's deflected. Comes back to McDaniels. He'll slap it off the boards towards Paulson. Cycles it to Van Voorst. Back up high to McDaniels. Takes a shot. Deflected up front. Saved by Olesen. Nice deflection by Nicholson. Goes right into the gut of Olesen. 1:10 remaining in the period. 1:14 remaining on the power play. Nicholson will go to the bench. Crooks will come in. Face off to Van Voorst. He'll slap it back. That comes into neutral zone. Pressured. Back check. Now Crawford will get it to McDaniels. McDaniels to Van Voorst. Up the right-hand side. Down low. Polson and Van Voorst is there. Van Voorst comes away with it. Looking to center it. He'll send it over to Crook. Off the boards high to Crawford. Over to McDaniels. Cycles it over towards Van Voorst in the corner. Back up high to Crawford. He'll take a shot. Gut saved by Olesen. Polson ties it up. Gets a steal down low. Cycles it back up to Van Voorst. 35 seconds left. Back over to Crook. Poked away by the Chiefs. And now they'll get the clear. Uh-oh. Lucky bounce. They'll come near side. Back over. Shot goes way wide right. Here comes Van Voorst. 20 seconds. 18 seconds. Looking. Centers it. Polson saved by Olesen. Oh. Nice pass. Nice shot. Nice save. Dang. 13 seconds left. Face off in the Chiefs zone. Corin, Neal, Lee will come in. This will be Austin and Cassidy on the defense. Lee will take the center spot. Wins it to Corin. Corin to Cassidy. Cassidy to Austin. 9 seconds. Over to Cassidy. Takes a shot. Neal trying to get the deflection up front. Went right over the top of Shorty's head. Over to Cassidy. Back to Neal. That's going to be the end of the period. So after 2, It's the Chiefs 2 and the Mavs 1. Mavs will start the third period, 4 seconds remaining on the power play. Bernard and Ollison touch hands there at center ice. All the scoring's been in the first. No score there in the second. Mavs have some work to do in the third. We've had our opportunities. Can't get it past Ollison right now. They'll figure it out. Oh, very nice. That looks good. As we head to third, Bernard over here to the right. Ollison will go to the left, so Mavs will be moving right to left if you're just listening and not watching. Corin, Neal, and Lee will come out. And then Campbell and Van Voorst on the defense. Neal to right, Corin to the left, Lee to center. Yes. And the ref throws Corin and one of the Chiefs players. They were creeping up on his backside. That'll come to Neal. Neal will break in. He'll go right. Takes a shot. Ollison with the save. Rebound, Jesus scores! Minnesota Mavericks goal! Number 2, Andon Corin. From number 81, Aiden Lee, and number 80, Chase Neal. And 11 seconds into the third, the Mavs have tied it at 2. Face-off won by Lee. Up, down goes Van Voorst, and we're going to go right back to the power play. As Van Voorst went down.
Unassisted at 11 seconds.
That wasn't unassisted. Lee and Neal got an assist on that. So face-off will come down into the Chiefs zone. Crawford, McDaniels on the D. Polson, Nicholson, and Crook. I think that, no, that's not Crook. Van Voorst will go to the right wing. Chiefs will win the face-off, can't get it cleared. Polson will hold it in, sends it back down low. Nicholson will chase. Chiefs will get there first. Whiffs on the clearing pass. Now the Chiefs will get a hold of it in the corner. Crawford steps up, holds it in. Now bounces it over Polson way down into the Mavs zone. McDaniel will put on the brakes behind the net. Being back checked by the Chiefs. He'll bring it in up the left-hand side. Still continue to be back checked. Loose puck down into the corner. Nicholson, McDaniels. Now they look, cross-ice pass. That'll go to Van Voorst. He'll take a shot. Ollison with the save. Rebound. Ollison. Rebound. Jesus scores! Minnesota Mavericks goal! Number 10, Michael McDaniels.
Good job, Mavs.
From number 9, Luke Van Voorst. And with 13:54 remaining in the game, now it's 3-2 Mavs. Face-off comes to Borit. Borit will take a shot. Glove saved by Ollison. See who's in there. Borit, Norman, and McAfee. Ollison and Not sure who that other defense. Oh, Van Meer's over there. Board will get it right here in the left side. Back check there by the Chiefs. They'll get the steal. Cross ice pass by the Chiefs. Brings it into the Mav zone. Van Meer down there poke checking at it. Now it pops off the glass up high to their D. They'll center it right up front. That's grabbed by Austin. Austin will touch it to Norman. Norman will send it in. Olesen will just put his glove on top of this one. They'll face it off in the Chiefs zone. Not going to risk anything by kicking it off to the side. One by the Chiefs down into the corner. They'll backhand it off the back of the boards, off far corner. Caffey will chase after. Chiefs will get it cleared. Now they'll bring it D to D near side. Poke check by Board. Can't get a hold of that one. Chiefs will bring it in up the right-hand side. They'll take a shot. Bounces one off of Campbell. Now McCaffey will clear it out in the neutral zone. Board couldn't get to it. Chiefs will wait. Now they're back onside. Loose puck at neutral ice. Backhanded over. That'll come to Van Voorst. He'll send it down into the near corner. Chiefs will look over their shoulder, grab this one in the corner, now sends it up the ice. Campbell will get a hold of this one momentarily. Now goes off to the far side. Campbell will race after it, sends one towards Olesen, bounces off his stick up into the glass. Crawford will hold it in.
There you go. Look at
Sends it to Polson, right to Van Voorst, shoots and scores! Minnesota Mavericks goal, number 9, Luke Van Voorst. From number 18, Aiden Polson, and number 24, Cole Crawford. And with 12:22 remaining in the game, 4-2 Mavs. Crawford, Baumgard, and Polson. Cassidy and McDaniels on the defense. Chiefs win the faceoff. Save. Bernard. Chiefs come away with it right up front. They'll take a shot right off the top of Bernard's glove. McDaniels down low battling for it. Chiefs come away with it in the corner. Backhands it up high to their D, near side. Kicks it off to the right winger. Takes a shot. Blocker save. Goes over the back of the net. Cassidy's down there battling. Chiefs come away with it. Goes off to the far corner. Baumgart over there in the corner. Sends it over near side. Past Cassidy. Polson will look over his shoulder. Grabs the puck. Chips it off the glass. Held in by the Chiefs right at the blue line. Sends one up front. Bernard kicks it off to the side. Grabbed by the Chiefs. Tried to center it up front. Broken up by the Mavs. Chiefs still have control over it. Now they'll center it. This will come to Baumgart. Baumgart will bring it out into neutral ice. Now comes left. Takes it up against the wall. Down into the corner. Has it poke checked away. Polson will come in for support. Now they'll dig for the puck. Polson comes away with it. Takes a shot. Goes wide left. Around the boards. Here come the Chiefs the other way. Crawford slows them up. Now they'll bring it in left side. Loses the puck up the middle. Oh! Bounces off McDaniel's stick. Quick shot. Blocker saved by Bernard. Chiefs will hold it in. Tries to center it off of Polson's stick. Popped out in the neutral zone by Baumgart. Now the Chiefs will come D to D. They'll slap it back into the Mavs zone hard off the boards. Cassidy and the Chiefs will chase after it. Cassidy will get it to Nicholson. Nicholson off the boards. Can't get it cleared. Chiefs send it back in behind the net. This will be McDaniels off the glass. He'll get it to Lee. Lee down into the Chiefs zone. Now a battle for it. Everybody's tied up. Puck goes up against the boards. That'll be Nicholson coming away with it. Cycles it back to Lee. Lee will take a shot. Goes wide left. Net came off. Olesen put it right back on. Play on. Crooks with a forecheck. Pokes it down. Chiefs will gain this one back behind Olesen. Clears it up right-hand side. Skates to the front around Van Meer. Takes a shot back. Oh! Saved by Bernard. Great job by Austin as he tied up that backdoor shot. Chiefs were in a perfect position for that, and Austin locked it up. Nicholson will take the face-off. Face-off won by the Chiefs. Quick shot. Bernard. Rebound. Saved by Bernard again. Goes off to the side. Chiefs up the board. Crooks with the forecheck. Can't get a hold of the puck. Chiefs will take a shot right into the glove of Bernard. Chiefs with another face-off win. Now they'll send it down into the corner. Van Meer will send him behind the net. Now over to Austin. Austin will tie him up. Now they'll work around. Lee, stolen by Crook. Here comes Crook. He'll skate in. Saved by Olesen. And now he'll jump on top of it.
Yep, you as well. Yellow flag.
Oh, and a penalty there on Crook for slashing. So the Chiefs will go to a power play here with 9:25 remaining in the game. So who we got out here? Norman and Corin. Campbell, and I believe that's Van Voorst over there. Face-off won by Norman to Campbell. Campbell gets tied up against the boards. Chiefs come away with it in the corner. They'll backhand it right in the middle. Campbell's right there. Chiefs will grab it down low. Comes around the backside of the net, over to the far side. All the way around the defense. Now they'll drop pass it up top. Brings it over to their right winger. Takes it down low, cycles it up. Now back behind Bernard. To their left winger. Takes a shot wide of the net. Comes over near side. Chiefs will hold it in. Van Voorst will poke at it. Gets it up the boards. Oh, tried to clear it. Missed the puck. Chiefs will hold it in the far corner. Now they'll cycle up past their D. That'll come out to the neutral zone. Corin's going to chase after it, lift the stick, keeps working it. Nice forward check, or back check by Corin. Now lose the puck back out to the neutral zone. Here come the Chiefs. Round Campbell. Backhand, tries that back door, missed on that one. Campbell will tie it up. Goes off to the far side. Van Voorst is right there. They'll come around, up high to their D. Takes a shot, blocked up front. Now McAfee will go. Nice back check by the Chiefs. Load that up, and now they'll bring it back right-hand side as they back-check Van Voorst. Down into the corner. Campbell will push on that up against the wall. Chiefs come away with it, try to center it. Saved by Bernard. Chiefs will hold it in at the blue line. Cycled it down low. 15 seconds left on the power play. Cleared out into the neutral zone. Chiefs will have to get back onside. Now they'll bring it up the middle. There's Neal. Pokes at it. Chiefs main control. Saved by Bernard. Goes off to the far side. 2-1. Mavs are back at full strength. Chiefs got the puck back behind the net. 7:20 remaining in the game. They'll take a shot. Deflected. Goes wide of the net. Campbell's right there. McAfee will send it around the far side of the boards. Neal will chase after it. Down he goes as the Chiefs peel back for a little time and space. Now McDaniels will battle behind the net with Campbell battling for the puck. Cleared up the wall. Out in front of Neal. Neal will still work at it. Chiefs come away with it. There's McAfee. He'll poke at it. Loose up against the boards. Now the Chiefs bring it up high. Look for that back door. Couldn't get that one-timer off. There's Campbell. Now McDaniels will come away with it. Chips it up high, trying to get it to Borat. Borat will come in, saved by Olesen. Oh. Colson will come away in the corner. Cycles it back down low. Borat will grab this one, centers it up front, right to McAfee. He'll take a shot. Olesen with another save. Polson will backhand it down the corner. Borat will chase after it. Chiefs will send it up the ice. McDaniels can't hold it in. Now the Chiefs get slowed up by McDaniels. Now they'll sauce one up high into the near corner. Cassidy will look at this. He'll backhand it up the boards towards Bort. Bort will get it right out to Crawford. Crawford will bring it in. Has it poke checked away by the Chiefs. And the Chiefs will spin and come back the other way. Nice back check there by Crawford, slowing that up. They'll bring it in left side. Brings it across the middle. Back up front. Saved by Bernard. Oh! As he dove for that, broke up before it had a chance to take the shot. Now poked away by Cassidy. Cassidy will clear it out in the neutral zone towards Baumgart. Baumgart can't get to it. Chiefs will go D to D, far side. Up the left-hand side, centered up front. Chiefs down in the corner, pressured by Crawford. Now peels back near side, blocked by Cassidy. Into the corner, Chiefs grab it. 5 minutes remaining in the game. Chiefs trailing 4-2 to the Mavs. Deflected by Baumgart. Now he'll get the steal. He'll send it out to Polson. And we're offsides. Austin and Van Meer on the defense. Lee, Nicholson, and who's got that blue bucket? Is that Crook? Face-off comes to Austin. Austin will bring it in left-hand side, and we're going to get an offsides. Face-off near side. Chiefs with the face-off win. They'll go D to D, far side of the ice. Cross ice up the right-hand side. Nicholson and Austin will slow that up. Nicholson will come away with it behind the net. Hard off the boards towards Crook. Crook will tie it up on the boards. Now it'll come to Van Meer. Van Meer will clear it out into neutral ice. Chiefs will grab this one, retreat back, forecheck by Nicholson. Chiefs will bounce it off the boards down into the Mav zone. This will be Van Meer. Sends it over to behind the net to Austin. Austin will send it back to Van Meer. Oop, missed the puck down in the corner. Now a battle for it, trying to get it cleared out. Chiefs will come away with it in the middle. They'll send it up high left D. They'll take a shot. Blocked up front. Now Bernard will jump on top of it. 3:49 remaining in the game. Face-off will be in the Mavs zone. Mavs leading 4-2. And 2 penalties here. It'll be offsetting Nicholson and somebody from the Chiefs. So we'll skate 5-on-5. See who's in there. Norman, Corin, and Neal on your forwards. Campbell and Van Voorst, I believe, are the 2 defensemen. I know Campbell's out there. I think that's Van Voorst's far side. Oh, and that's the 3rd penalty on number 17, so he's out of the game. Somebody else will have to go serve it. 3 penalty rule here in this tournament. You get 3 and you're out. So see if Norman can win it ahead. Neal should go chasing through the zone. Can't get to it. Chiefs grab it. Now they'll bring it over near D. Take a shot. Bernard with a save. Rebound, shoots, and scores. So with 3:39 remaining in the game, Chiefs have cut this lead in half, and it's now 4-3. And we're going to get a penalty here as somebody got cleared out. And I believe it's Van Voorst will go to the box. And now the Chiefs will go to the power play. Not a good 25 seconds here for the Mavs. So McDaniels, Cassidy, Lee, and I'm not sure who's there at center. Polson. They'll kick Polson out, so McDaniel will come in and take the face-off. Won by the Chiefs up high. Cycled down to their right wing. Drop pass into the corner by the Chiefs. Brings it up high. Cross D to D. Now back over right wing. Takes a shot, shoots and scores. And 2 goals here in the last 40 seconds by the Chiefs, and they have tied it up. That's a power play goal. Mavs have lost their momentum. Let's see if they can get it back. Crook will take the face off. Polson's to the left. Cassidy McDaniels face off comes to Polson. Crawford's over there on the far right wing. Now Polson will dump it down low. Crook will chase after it. Behind the net. He'll cycle it up to the Crawford. Back to, just out in front of the arm reach of Polson, and he had the backside of the net opened up. Out in the neutral zone, this will be McDaniel. Comes to Crook, shot blocked up front. Goes off into the corner, loose in the corner. Grabbed by the Chiefs, cycled up the boards. Past Crawford. Poke checked away by Cassidy. Chiefs hold it in. Now grabbed by Polson, he'll backhand it. Here comes Cassidy. Cassidy cross ice, trying to get it to Crook. That was behind him. Crook holds it in, now sends one high up over the net into the glass. Polson in the corner. Comes over near side. This will be McDaniel using the body to protect the puck. Down into the corner. Down he goes. Crook will come over, steal that one. Now the Chiefs get the steal, bounces it off Crawford out into neutral ice. This will be Cassidy waiting on everybody to get on side. Now Cassidy will lose it in the middle. Pass Crawford. 1:52 remaining. Tied at 4. Hard pass bounces off of Crook. Stays in the Mav zone. Now grabbed by McDaniel. Here come the Chiefs, or the Mavs. Off to the far right. This will be Crook. Back to McDaniel. Shoots. Saved by Olesen. Oh, he tried a little backhander over the shoulder. Olesen stopped it. Corin, Norman, Lee on the forwards. Van Voorst, Austin. Comes right to Lee, now poked away by Olesen. Here come the Chiefs far right, slap down. Austin will get to this one, slaps it away, down into the corner, will battle for it. Norman will come away with it behind the net, out in front of him. Now he'll take it up the right-hand side towards Lee. Lee will backhand it down into the Chiefs zone. 1:14 remaining, comes over near side. Chiefs have got it down in the corner. Back behind the net. Goes D to D, up the left-hand side. Peels back, cross ice pass blocked by Corin. 1 minute remaining in the game. Chiefs have got the puck. Back into the center. Big hit there by Corin. Now they'll bring it up the right-hand side. Pulls back around Austin. Tries to center it up front. Goes back behind the net. Poked ahead to Lee. Lee's got Corin. Lee will go right. Back down low. Loses the puck. Chiefs will grab this one. Corin's right there, Norman right there. Now the Chiefs come away with it. They got a 3-on-2 the other way. Pulls back, blocked by McDaniel. Now McDaniel will come the other way. Oh, he pokes it up too far ahead. They had a 3-on-2 opportunity. Chiefs will grab it back behind Olesen. McDaniel will keep chasing after him. Here's Corin over here. Loose puck comes out into the neutral zone. Corin with the steal. And we're going to get an offsides. Oh. 8 seconds remaining in the game. Tied at 4. Face-off will be at neutral ice. Comes to Cassidy. Cassidy will slap one right into the gut of Olison. And that was, they're saying offsides. 3.4 seconds remaining. To Crawford, he'll send one, blocked by the Chiefs, and that'll be the end of the regulation. And we'll head to overtime. What's the overtime rules?
This is 4-minute 3-on-3.
4-minute 3-on-3 will be the overtime rules. So a lot of open ice to skate into. 4 minutes, 3-on-3, first one to score. That's what he just said, yeah. See who Coach Cole puts out here for this. So Olison will head off to the right. Bernard will head to the left. Unless he wants to take the face off here. Probably not a great idea. All right, we got Crook out here, Van Voorst, and who's that? Crawford? Crawford for our 3.
I absolutely
Crook will win it to Crawford. Crawford over to Van Voorst. And he'll cycle it to Crook. Head of steam up through the middle. Takes a big slapper. Saved by Olison. Now here come the Chiefs the other way. Up the right-hand side. Crawford will send him wide. Now to the middle. They'll cycle it back around. They'll go D to D. 3-on-3. Takes a shot. Past everybody. Wraps around the boards over near side. Popped up in the air. And can he get to it, or are we going to get an ice? We're going to get an icing. Ugh. Face-off will come back to the Mav zone. Chiefs are going to cycle in 3 new players. Mavs will keep theirs the same. Crook, Crawford, and Olison. Face-off comes to Van Voorst, over to Cassidy. Cassidy back to Van Voorst. Pressured by the Chiefs, far side. Now he'll cross ice over to Crook. Crook will go send it back over to Van Voorst. Down into the corner. Up high to Crook. Slapper, blocked. Crook stays on it. Chiefs will come away with it. They'll send it up the left-hand side. Looking to center, pulls back, saved by Bernard. Down into the corner. Van Voorst will battle for it. Chiefs will come away with it. Deflected off of Van Voorst out into neutral ice. Chiefs will have to grab this one. Now they'll backhand, drop pass, pressured by Crook. Now the Chiefs will bring it up the left-hand side. Into the Mav zone. Blocked by Van Voorst. Now here comes Crook. Van Voorst and Crawford will go to the bench. Uh-oh. Now the Chiefs will cycle it down. Here comes Polson. Polson will put a forecheck on, gets the steal. Norman with a shot, glove saved by Olison. Oh. Nice pass, nice shot, nice save to keep this thing going. 2:02 remaining in overtime. McDaniel is checked in, Norman and Polson. Face-off grabbed by the Chiefs. Up the left-hand side. There's the cross ice stolen by Polson. Slaps it down, being tied up. Polson continued to work it. We should get a penalty there. No penalty called. And here come the Chiefs the other way, as Polson was tied up. Quick shot, saved by Bernard. Now Polson will get the steal. Up the left-hand side. Got McDaniels over here. Puck's out in front of him. Now Norman will try to grab at it. He'll poke it over to the far side. Norman will try to take it in up the left-hand side, squeezed up against the boards. Backhander comes near side. 1:25 remaining in overtime. Matson with the puck for the Chiefs. Polson pressured. He'll poke it around the ref. Now here comes Corin. Chiefs will come in, skates to the middle, takes a shot off the post. Corin will chase after it. Can't get a hold of it up the right. He's got to stick up his chicken wing.
1 minute to go in the overtime period.
Cycled up. Now we got a 2-on-1. Here comes Norman up the right. Corin to the left. Takes a shot, shoots and scores! Minnesota Mavericks goal! Number 3, Jackson Norman, unassisted. In overtime, what a game. All these goalies look good, man. Nice shot by Norman as he put it top shelf just over the left shoulder of Olesen. And the Mavs, with 48 seconds left in overtime, win the third place game 5-4. Mavs broke it loose early in the third, scoring 3 goals to take a 4-2 lead. And then in a 40-second span, the Chiefs came fighting back. Sends it to overtime. And with 48 seconds left, the Mavs win it. Wonderful game. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully I don't screw this up and get it out to public here. I'll try to figure it out as I end it. Well, we'll see you next month. We'll be back up in Duluth. Chiefs Chase is going to be with the 08s. So I will be over them. If there's not game conflicts, I will try to broadcast this one too. Try to broadcast them all. But so anyways, we'll do our best. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next month.